So bringing it up, I'm bringing it up under throttle hold. That's a very low RPM setting right there. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's where I'll be autoing. So that will not fly.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, it won't take off for that, but I have to bring up the throttle for it. Now I take off, just check everything's working right. Check, make sure I got plenty. I'm gonna go up here. We'll go up here and I'll set down the engine, and we'll go to that low main rotor speed right here.
Looks like a dive to me. Now, did you bring it out with throttle? So explain to me what you just did.
So I turned the main rotor speed down to this low setting when I was way up high.
Yeah.
And when I glided down,
When you say glide it,
well, I glided, there's really no power to the main rotor.
so that's the auto gyro thing you're talking about.
That's when it's auto rotating. So the blades are spinning up based on the guide. So you're storing energy in the main rotor as you come down, and then you dissipate it as you flare. So it's a way of flaring the helicopter.
Cool.
You use the potential energy is transferred into kinetic energy in the main rotor, and then you use that for flaring energy.
So what are you physically doing with your throttle as you're...
As soon as I get up there, I'll just shut it down to this speed.
And then you put it back on when you got low?
No, the motor doesn't provide any... As soon as I shut it down to this speed, the motor is not providing any power to the main rotor.
So that flare was
It's all
without
it's all
power?
just gliding, yeah.
That was cool. Can you do it again?
I'll show you again, yeah. So now I'm going to go up to the medium rotor speed. I'm going to go up to that spot in the sky I like to be in. I'll turn around and I'll shut the main rotor down and glide. So right here,
So that was all without throttle.
right.
That is cool. How about at the very end? You gave it some then, didn't
Well,
you?
it's when it gets down to the RPM, of hold, which is this RPM, then the motor will keep the blade spinning. Okay, but the whole time it's coming down, there's no power coming from the motor.
But you did your flare,
Yeah.
and then it seemed to me like you put power on it.
All right, well, let's do it again. That's just hold picking up, because the main rotor got below the hold RPM.
Now you got power off. Yeah. Tell me when you put power on. So you never did?
No, I never put power on.
Oh, that is cool.
It decays down to this RPM.
It looks like a flywheel effect.
Yeah. Now, I can set that hold RPM lower. And as I practice, you know, I can practice with absolutely no power to the main rotor, even recovery power. In other words, it'll just decay right down to zero.
Huh.
And that's what.
But you got to be close to the ground when that happens.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to be sitting on the ground when that thing's.
I'm impressed too that.
Otherwise, it's going to drop out.
I'm impressed that it's right back there on your landing spot.
Well, that's what you're trying to do. So what I'm doing is practicing. I'm practicing gliding the helicopter in.
Cool.
Now, if I glided it too slowly, then it would crash.
Okay, well.
Because I have to keep the main rotor speed up.
So you've got to coordinate the distance you're up and the distance you're going to travel sideways and where you want to end.
Right, and everything has to come together.
Very cool, Al.
Then if you shut down the hold RPM to 0, you should be able to do that without crashing.
Well, you did.
That's basically, I mean, usually, now I could turn my hold RPM down, and I'll do that on the next flight until I don't have any hold RPM at all. And I'll just glide it in like I had a complete engine failure.
Are you going to change the batteries?
Yeah.